Hi everyone, welcome back to the sports breakdown. We are doing a F1 watch along. For the first time, we are doing a F1 video. I know it's morning here, but I was wanting to do a F1 video since many of you requested me earlier to do a F1 Formula One watch along or a video on Formula One because I have knowledge on F1 as well. I've been following Formula One for years since Vettel's dominance since 2010 to 2021. So I've been following F1 for a long time, especially Verstappen and Hamilton's battle also in Formula One this year has been really, really incredible. Max Verstappen leads Lewis Hamilton by 12 points in the table. So, since many of you requested, and since I have time now, I have free time right now. So, I'm doing a F1 live commentary and live watch along of the Mexican Grand Prix 2021 qualifying. Tomorrow is the race day, so I'll be doing the race day as well tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Sorry, 12:15 a.m. IST on Monday. So today is Sunday, the 7th November. So F1 qualifying starts in just 5 minutes. 1:30 IST will be having Q1 racing. Starts at 1:30 IST, 1:30 a.m. IST. So we'll be covering all this. So basically, right now we talk about Fp3 results as well. So last practice, I think Sergio Perez from Red Bull Racing was the leader in that. I mean, he finished first in that practice of the Mexican Grand Prix 2021. Obviously, he's from Mexico. So yeah, we'll go through the Fp3 results as well. Yeah, before going, we'll be doing live timings of um, I mean the race as well. So we'll just go through what happened in FP3. Let's go through the practice before we go to see Sergio Perez. Obviously, 1 minute 17 seconds 0.24, only 15 laps. Sergio Perez, obviously, mainly Red Bull has been doing well in this Grand Prix, both Red Bull Racing. Then comes Lewis Hamilton at third, the defending Formula One champion and seven-time F1 champion at third, Valtteri Bottas at fourth, Ferrari at fifth. Alpha Tauri has been doing really well. Both these Alpha Tauri, Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda, seventh. Daniel Ricciardo at seventh. Yeah. So yes, being good. Williams has been struggling a bit, and Sebastian Vettel, obviously my favorite driver, at 14th with Aston Martin, behind of to the both of the Alfa Romeos last season for Kimi Raikkonen, by the way. So that will be interesting. Yeah. So yes. And obviously, yeah, second, yeah, Red Bull has been dominating all three second sessions, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, first practice, Valtteri Bottas. But yeah, very interesting this track. Obviously, we'll talk much more about the track, Mexican Grand Prix, since many of you guys don't know much knowledge. You guys watch F1, but we want to give a deep insight of how it's going. Let's go through the standings as well, because first time ever we are covering F1 live coverage on the sports program. I'm so sorry because of so here says the Mexican Grand Prix, 4,000 kilometers, top speed 226.7 meters per hour. Yeah. And yes, there are the action zone is 1, 2, 3, the first three turns. Yes. So as you can see here, Max Verstappen obviously 287.5 points, 8 wins so far. Lewis Hamilton 275, that because of one race. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the Italian Grand Prix. I think it was washed out a bit, and I think one race didn't have action, so they deduced half the points. Bottas has won a race, Perez has won a race, and Daniel Ricciardo has won a race, and Ocon. So very interesting so far this season. Formula One season is really interesting compared to the other seasons, in my opinion. So yeah. So as you can see here, Q1, the qualifying one starts at 1:30 a.m. IST. So that's the latest news. Just in 2 minutes time, the Italian Grand Prix will be starting. I know it's very late here in Sri Lanka, so nobody must be watching this. But yeah, still we'll be going along through this Mexican Grand Prix. Yeah, and the fans seem to be very motivated of this race, and everyone's excited. It's a very good atmosphere in Mexico right here. Yeah, and we're just about to start Q1. So let's see how it goes. First time ever on the sports breakdown. So yeah, it will be very very interesting to see how it goes. So the remaining calendar, by the way, we have the Brazilian Grand Prix, Australian Grand Prix is cancelled, and we have the Qatar Grand Prix coming up. So these are the two remaining races, and I think we have Saudi Arabia Grand Prix and Abu Dhabi. So four more races to come. Yeah. So it Brazilian, we have the Qatar Grand Prix, Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, and Abu Dhabi. I think first time they're having races in both Qatar and Saudi Arabia. So it will be interesting. December 10th, a long season. It's going to end. So yeah, interesting things. Since it's the first time, I think not many people are watching. But if anyone wants to join, also I'll send the link because Q1 is about to start. Yeah. Normally we do cricket and football, but I promise people will do F1 as well. I think it's early morning here in Sri Lanka, so and India, so not that much people, and the main audience is also from Sri Lanka and India. So which could be why less people. So just 58 seconds for qualifier one to start. Let's see. It's going to be very very interesting, and I'm very excited doing the first time on the sports breakdown this early morning, woken up to watch a Mexican Grand Prix after a long time. I mean, after 2 weeks, I'm watching a F1 race because of my exams. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting here. I couldn't watch any Grand Prix for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting this Grand Prix. Yeah. So yeah, Q1's going to start. I think only 13 seconds, 10 seconds actually. Yeah. So let's talk about the track also, the Mexican Grand Prix track. Let's just analyze that a bit and where the speeds limits, the turns mostly happen. Yeah. Track. We'll just analyze the track. Yeah. Yeah. So the F1 Chronicle here says about the tire analysis on Friday. Let's go through that a bit. Yeah. On the track. Right now, we have Latifi from Williams Racing going first in the track. Let's go through the tire analysis, obviously, of the Mexican Grand Prix. So, obviously, it was a very slippery track, dirty track, and it says Max Verstappen was the fastest in FP2 yesterday. And yeah, it was a very very dirty track. The Mario Isola, head of F1 Racing, says there was a lot of abrasion, raining, and very tough on the tires yesterday, and they're expecting further track evolutions tomorrow so they can gain more pace, especially with the tracks sorry, the tires, so that they don't wear. So I think they use Pirelli as their tire compound for F1. Pirelli has been the tire sponsors for F1 for many years. So yeah, so going to be interesting. After 2 years, I think the Mexican Grand Prix has come back, and yeah, so it's going to be very very interesting. The 2020 edition wasn't held because of COVID, and yes, they say the layout used for F1 4.3 kilometers, so 4,304 kilometers. Route rises to 2,239 meters above the sea level, and the air contains about 25% less oxygen, so which affects the turbocharger turbine. And 12,500 RPM is the maximum limit used, and the resistance also. And yeah, there's in the first corner, I think the first three turns, I think, is the most demanding braking point of the Mexican track. So yes, that's the analysis. So yeah, Let's see how it goes, the Mexican Grand Prix. So very interesting analysis over here. Yeah, I hope you guys watch the highlights of this Mexican Grand Prix at least. 15 minutes, 15 minutes for the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's go through the timings and let's go through F1 live. And be giving. So Kimi Raikkonen goes for his first lap. Let's see, he's going very fast right here. Speed trap 343 kilometers per hour. Mixu Schumacher gives a time 1.21, 1 minute 21 seconds, 5.21 milliseconds. So yes, Kimi Raikkonen having a good lap so far. Let's see how it goes. 27.820 his first sector. Um, Kimi Raikkonen going through turn 6. He's going at 3 kilometers per hour, going through turn 6. Kimi Raikkonen. Good, yeah, very nice start from Kimi Raikkonen. Yeah, his last season in F1 also. Good turn from there, turn 8. He's going 1.692 better, 1 second better than the previous time. I think it's Mick Schumacher. And Kimi Raikkonen does go first, 1 minute 19 seconds and 108 milliseconds. So Kimi Raikkonen right now is the number one. Three drivers so far have gone through um, qualifying one so far, their first lap. Yeah, so very interesting. I think Sainz is going for his first lap as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see who's going. Yes, it's a Ferrari car over here. Who's it? I think it's Carlos Sainz. Yes, Carlos Sainz. Yeah. So yes, as you can see here, Kimi Raikkonen first still. We'll give the updates very soon. And yeah, so right now, Kimi Raikkonen at number one, all using the soft tire, by the way. I think because this is a dry track and it's very dirty. There's debris all over in this track. So good choice. His teammate Antonio Giovinazzi goes 1 minute 18 seconds and 820 milliseconds, and he goes to the top of the driver position of FP1. Yeah. Since it's my first video and it's too early in the morning, I think not that many are watching the um, Grand Prix. Yeah, much. Yeah, and first video ever from the first sports breakdown doing F1 coverage. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz giving a time. So this is good. Charles Leclerc goes at 1 minute 17 seconds, 9.81. My favorite driver, Sebastian Vettel, four-time world champion, 2010 to 2013 for Red Bull, zero point 0.5 seconds behind Charles Leclerc, and goes faster than Carlos Sainz. So good signs for Aston Martin, but his teammate Lance Stroll is sixth. 2 seconds behind, nearly 3 seconds behind the top driver. I think that's a formation lap for him. Yeah. So Perez is going. Sergio Perez. Let's see the timing he gets. Yeah. Sergio Perez, good turn three. Let's see how he goes. Uh, he's going at 300 kilometers per hour. Nice work from Perez. 0.054 behind the fastest, who is Leclerc in sector 1. Perez is going turn 6, turn 7. Good speed over there from Perez. Needs to be a bit faster because his teammate Verstappen is also going. Let's see how he does in sector 1. Oh, somebody has spun. Who is this here? Session has stopped. Okay, alarm. Session has stopped. Who is this? I think it's Sebastian Vettel or Lance. Lance. Red flag. I think. I think it's a red flag. Yes, it's a red flag. Who is this? It's Lance. Lance Stroll. That's the news. Red flag, red flag. That's the update. Red flag. Yeah. So the session has been stopped for now. It's been paused. Red flag. Yes, session stopped. Red flag is the latest update. I don't know what exactly happened to Lance Stroll. Let's see the commentary over here. It's very interesting. Yeah, Stroll has crashed. Red flags rise. We didn't see the exact. I didn't still see in Star Sports the exact replay of that. Very interesting moment. He has missed out. He's parked up, missing both his front and rear wings. Yeah, I think it's a serious blow for the car. Let's see how he spun. Okay. Oh God, I think. Oh shit. I think could be a big worry for him. His Aston Martin F1 car to recover for the first session back. That's a pretty bad crash. Pretty bad crash. I don't know what turn 17. That's happened in turn 17. He spun. Most probably he's taken the wrong gear. Most probably that could happen. Yeah. So he's lost his rear end and he's obviously crashed through the barriers. So yes, so session stop, red flag. Let's see what's going to happen now. And they're obviously cleaning this F1 stewards are obviously cleaning the debris of Lance Stroll's F1 car. So session stop, red flag right now. Very interesting. So yeah, so far, let's see who. I thought it was Sebastian Vettel, and my heart stopped for a second, pounded. But it's his teammate Lance Stroll. All of these ones have gone with the soft tire so far, because of the debris, and I think because of the dry track. I think the soft tire is the most suitable. Tire to be used, but a pretty bad crash over there. Pretty bad crash from Lance Stroll. Hope his car can recover. For yeah, and he has engine penalty also for the race, so that's a big blow. Yeah, so red flag. And it's a nasty one, obviously, for the Canadian right now. Yeah. Anyone watching, anyone commenting, please comment that crash from Lance Stroll. So red flag, obviously. Stroll um, obviously going through the barriers. Red flag in the Mexican Grand Prix qualifying one. After how many minutes left in the session? 15 minutes usually. I think I think 11 minutes are left, if I'm not mistaken. 10 minutes and 58 seconds. So yeah, at the moment, Charles Leclerc is at the lead. Sebastian Vettel is second. Carlos Sainz is third. Antonio Giovinazzi is fourth. Kimi Raikkonen is sixth. Lance Stroll hasn't got a timing, sixth, and Nikita Mazepin is seventh. Yeah. So past a red flag. I don't know when until what time this will go. until now the red flag goes is been brought up. Yeah. So that's the update. Seven drivers only have um, got a timing so far. 10 minutes also remaining, but it's red flag here. In the F1 Mexican Grand Prix qualifying one, five drivers will be eliminated by the end of this qualifying one. So the top 15 will go through qualifying two, and from that the top 10 will go through qualifying 3 Q3, and that's the final, and that determines the pole and obviously second and third of the Grand Prix. Yeah. So right now we got the news that Lance Stroll has crashed onto the barriers. Red flag. Seems like the car has got a big bit of a blow, and science is okay. But yeah, so Q1 usually five drivers, bottom five will be obviously not going to take part in Q2 or Q3. The top 15 will go to Q2, and from there, top 10 will go to Q3, and the remaining five will obviously determine 11 to 15. And Q3 is the final qualifying session where the top 10 will go to it will determine the race tomorrow ahead of the race day. Seems like the barriers have got a big hit over there from Lance Scroll's crash, and the session has stopped right now, and it's a red flag. Yeah. Yes, seems like a bit of a blow in the barriers in on turn 17. So yes, unfortunate over there. No one has voted yet. Please, guys, vote if you haven't. I know it's very early in the morning, obviously, but yeah, must to be done anyways. Yeah. The timings always change. Always. Yeah. So yes, Q1 expected safe I mean, not a, I mean a safe qualifying one. Seems like Lance Stroll has crashed and red flag, and yeah, has stopped this. They have paused the qualifying for a second, for a few minutes. I guess until they fix those barriers at turn 17 of the track. So yeah, only seven drivers so far have got a timing. Still, we haven't got Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen hasn't got a time yet. Sergio Perez was just going to get a timing, but he's come back to the pits and must be getting enough rest ahead of Q1. Charles Leclerc, both Ferraris have gone out early and got a timing. First and third, Leclerc currently leading. Yeah. So yes, and Vettel surprisingly is second right now, with a timing of 0.499 behind the race leader, who's Charles Leclerc at the moment. Since seven drivers have only driven so far, within that 15-minute timing right now. I mean, obviously, after the session resumes, then the other drivers will obviously get a chance to get their timings. But right now, only six or seven drivers have got a timing. Yeah. But so far, things looking interesting, a bit dull. Obviously, Stroll crashing onto the barriers. Yeah. Session is stopped. We don't know when it's going to resume. No updates on that, on when the session is going to resume. Let's hope it will be pretty soon. Yeah. Let's see how what's the timing. There is no news. No official restart time has been released by race control. with a bevy of marshals sweeping furiously. Yeah, so we have no time, no news on the time, because there's a lot of debris that Lance Stroll has caused with his Aston Martin car. So we don't know when the race is going to resume once again. So hope it resumes soon. And I think this car has got a dealt of a blow. Not sure whether it will resume for the further practice. Let's see, because already I think Lance Stroll is serving a penalty for using more than 3 engines per season. There's a rule over there. If you use three engines per season, more than 3 engines, then you get a penalty, five grid penalty. So yeah, so Lance Stroll has that, and he's got a car crashed also. I mean, he's crashed his car himself and has got that a blow. So let's see how it goes. Right now, fans don't seem to be happy right now. Their local boy Sergio Perez, obviously who's a Mexican, couldn't get a timing, but they should be happy that in FP3 Sergio Perez did get become first in that practice. So let's see how he does in the qualifying, and hope he gets pole also, for to make the Mexican fans happy, obviously. Yeah. So we can yeah, air temperature 21 degrees Celsius, humidity 21%, track temperature 43 degrees Celsius, wind 9.7 kilometers per hour, and the wind direction is northwards. Yeah, so that's the update given by Sky Sports F1. Thank you so much for Sky Sports F1, which I'm watching, for giving all these updates. And yeah, and obviously Star Sports Select HD, you can watch on that as well. Select HD2 of this race. Yeah, but I just like to analyze and commentate on this qualifying. Obviously, I see a Red Bull getting the pole position. I think it's going to be Verstappen, and obviously Hamilton. I think Hamilton will get second. But let's see. Very interesting. Always is between Verstappen and Hamilton. I think this race, Red Bull has the slight edge over Mercedes because of their pace with the car. I think, especially with the turns, um, I think Red Bull have the edge over Mercedes. But never count out Mercedes, because they are the team. 7 time or 6 time straight constructors champions. So yeah, never count out Mercedes out of any race. Yeah. So currently session is stopped. Still they are adjusting these barriers. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Right now things seem to be at a halt. We don't know when it's going to start. Yeah. One person is watching. Please, anyone, please come live. If you know about F1, please come and we can discuss. If you don't know, even it's fine. We can still discuss. Right now everyone is in the engines, I mean the pit stop. So yeah, they're back to their garages and they're waiting patiently until the session resumes. Yeah, it's not a good start for this qualifying. Already few minutes gone. Qualifying one, didn't expect this to happen. Yeah, red flag, as you can understand, in the Mexican Grand Prix 2021 qualifying. Yeah. Any new viewers, please subscribe to the Sports Breakdown. We'll do the race day tomorrow at 12:15 a.m. IST. So please, yeah, anyone. So currently Charles Leclerc is first in the Ferrari, 1 minute 17 seconds and 991 milliseconds. So he's first, and Vettel surprisingly is second, plus 4.499 seconds behind Charles Leclerc, and Sainz is number 3, and Giovanni is number 4, and I think Kimi Raikkonen is number 5. Yeah. So right now, bit dull here. It's a bit boring because no race is resuming. Race a red flag. We don't know when it's going to resume Q1. So yeah, it's early morning here also. Yeah, a 5 minute warning will be given before Q1 resumes. Okay, a crowd don't seem to be worried about the decay, and Lance Stroll has been taken to the medical center for his checks after Q1 incident. So yes, so let's see when they're going to give the green light. Right now, they're paused. Yeah. So guys, until then, I'll head off as well. I mean, I won't head off, but I'll be out for a bit. 5 minute warning will give. When the 5 minute warning comes, I'll be back. Hi everyone, I'm back. So session is going to resume in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So yeah, we are anxiously waiting until this starts now. So very excited that the session is going to resume. And first time ever we are doing F1 video, the sports breakdown, and we are planning to do more coverage of Formula One in the future, along with football and cricket. Obviously, we have to do the Manchester Derby as well. Discussion on that most probably Sunday night, probably tomorrow night. We'll do that. Yeah. So a lot of things to be expected on the sports breakdown. This is a plan. I wanted to do cricket, football, and F1, and fortunately, I had time to do F1 today. Today morning. So yeah, since I like F1 a lot, maybe we can do a podcast in the future with a few others if we can get along. We'll see how the response is for F1 first of all. I know not many people are watching it in the morning, but at least people who are going to watch the uploaded video on F1 will see how the views are and how they respond and give the feedback of this first ever F1 video, and then we'll see how it goes. I don't have a big knowledge of cars, and I have knowledge on F1. I don't have a huge humongous knowledge on all these F1 parts, the aerodynamics, um, on the tires. Have not a big knowledge, but I do follow F1 for a long time. I know the drivers. I know how the car designing of these F1 cars. So yeah, I do have a slight knowledge, but I have a passion of F1. That's the thing. I have a huge passion of F1, and the evolution of this F1 car since 2010 is amazing, especially with the halo coming up, the halo design to protect drivers, especially during accidents, because when the car tumbles over, the halo protects. And especially that helped Lewis Hamilton in a recent incident this year with Max Verstappen. The halo equipment put on the car, on the headset of this car, actually helps drivers and to provide safety, ensure safety. So that's a big addition, and especially after the death of Jules Bianchi, the final F1 driver to die. um, so which is why they put this halo safety equipment on F1 car, and it has been introduced 2 years ago, and it's been very useful for all these F1 drivers and to the constructors as well, to ensure safety. Yeah. So only 25 seconds remaining. Sorry, guys. So session resumes in just. We'll give a countdown. So 10 seconds. As I type this, I think yeah, it will start. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Q1 session resumes once again. Q1 is back. And who's driving? There's several cars going along. The white flag is being raised, and few drivers have gone to the track already. So there might be a bit of traffic over here. Oh, what's happened here? What's happened here to Carlos Sainz? Seems like a power failure. It is. Let's see what has happened to his engine. Seems like some problem with Carlos Sainz right now. That's interesting. Seems like he's struggling. We don't have the update. Let's see the update of Carlos Sainz. Seems he's struggling. I mean, something wrong with the technical aspect of the car. Obviously, it's stuck. Let's see what has happened. No news on this. Yes, yeah, some issues. Yeah, no power. Yeah, no power. That's what I was trying to say also. He suddenly is jumping also. Yeah, so could be the end of Carlos Sainz in Q1. So that's a huge thing, but he's got a lap. Obviously, let's see, but very interesting. His teammate, meanwhile, I think. Let's see. Teammate, I think. Issue obviously for Carlos Sainz, but Charles Leclerc is going well. Let's see. We see a Mercedes car here. Lewis Hamilton is on the track. So the seven-time champion Lewis Hamilton is on the track for Q1 session. Yeah, he's going on his formation lap before his first lap starts for Q1. So yes, Yuki Sonada from Alpha Tauri gets a timing. Pierre Gasly goes top. So that's the news. So obviously, timings will change now. Yeah, yeah. So right now, okay, Hamilton going. So we are seeing the Hamilton now going 343. Good turn one over there. Let's see his sector one timing. Bottas meanwhile is also going. So two Mercedes at the moment. Turn six, turn seven has DRS going at three. Good. Positive 0.4 seconds behind the race leader, who's Charles Leclerc. Um, yeah, as we see the timings, Valtteri Bottas comes top. Yeah, Gasly here comes top. I think in my thing on Sky Sports is a bit behind than the F1 updates. But yeah, Hamilton having a flying lap, but he's a bit behind than the leader, who's Pierre Gasly now. Yes, I am at 7 seconds 40. Sorry, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Bottas meanwhile has a quicker second sector. Hamilton goes first, but I think Bottas comes first with his flying. Yes, Valtteri Bottas comes first. Now we see on the F1 website here, Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen having flying starts. Yeah, Max Verstappen having a yeah good first sector, second sector I think, turn 12. I think the F1 is a bit behind. Fastest sector here, sector 2, Max Verstappen 29.612 milliseconds, 29 seconds 612 milliseconds. Yeah, Perez goes first, and I think Max Verstappen goes first after that. Yeah, brilliant. 1 minute 16 seconds 750 88 milliseconds. Yeah, Max Verstappen goes first in the grid already. Yes, as we can see, right now, only the Alpine drivers haven't got a timing. I think Lance Stroll will be out of Q1 after that incident. We're not sure about Carlos Sainz's case. He also could be dropping to the bottom five if his power doesn't come in time. The two Alpine drivers have to come. So right now, George Russell is in danger. Nikita Mazepin, Schumacher, Michael Schumacher's son, and Nicholas Latifi. Yeah. So yes, Max Verstappen. Yes, I do. Let's see how he does. Right now, no one has voted. 55 minutes gone. Zero people have voted. Max Verstappen is the fastest. Gone two times. I think two pit stops for all these drivers. 1 minute 16 seconds, 788 milliseconds, and he's top. Lando Norris is fourth. Okay, Valtteri Bottas goes second in Q1. Lewis Hamilton goes third. Right now, elimination code zone. Mayspin, Russell, and Stroll. I think Stroll will be out of Q1, and with a 5 second with a 5 grid penalty, I think he'll start last also with the engine penalty also. So Max Verstappen first. Um, let's see how it goes though. Bottas having a flying sector over there. Comes to turn 16. Let's see his timing. 0.171 seconds behind the race leader right now. Sorry, not race leader. The Q1 leader right now, Max Verstappen. Sorry, Hamilton comes third. Yeah, all using soft tires by the way, since it's a dry track, debris all over. So yeah, sorry. So Max Verstappen first right now. Here comes Alpine. Esteban Ocon, who's won a race before. So yeah, he's won this season, one race. Fernando Alonso also comes meanwhile. Let's see how they time. Ocon going through turn 16. Let's see his timing. I think it's he comes at 10th. Fernando Alonso meanwhile is coming as well. Let's see his timing. Two-time world champion. He comes at 13th. So right now, Lafferty, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Russell, Stroll, they're at risk of being eliminating from Q1. So that's the update. Um, yeah. Anyone, please, guys, comment. Take your comments. So right now, I think it's Lafferty. George Russell is surprisingly at 19. I don't know what's happened with him. He was having a strong um, qualifying sessions. Usually, George Russell obviously finished second this season in one race. He seems to be struggling. So, yeah. So, Lafferty at 16, Mazepin at 17, Schumacher 18, Russell at 19, and I think Lance Stroll might not get another chance. Let's see who's going. Carlos Sainz again going on the track. I don't know what's happening here. His power seems to have failed. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening. Drive at risk. Carlos Sainz. Yeah. Okay, Sainz comes. So Sainz has come back. So that's good. His power is back. Let's see how he does. Good news. Good news. So let's see how he goes. Good, nice first turn. Comes to turn three, turn four. Just 0.056 seconds behind the race, the qualifying leader Q1, Max Verstappen. So good lap, good first sector from Ferrari and from Carlos Sainz. Let's see how his second sector goes. Um, 400 seconds ahead, sorry, behind of Verstappen. So let's see, still at least he can come the top five. Let's see how he'll end up with. Here comes Science through turn 17. He goes to fifth. Okay, that's good. That's decent with the position that he was in for Science to go to 15. So that's great news. Carlos Sainz goes back to fifth. But we have here updates. Valtteri Bottas comes first. Many people are driving right now. How many seconds left through the F1? We have finishing qualifying finishing line here. The white flag is been waved. White flag has been waved. Checkered flag has come. So let's see here who's going to qualify. And the top five drivers obviously at risk. We said. So checkered flag, checkered flag. Let's see how it goes. Who gets eliminated in Q1? Yeah, Raikkonen at 14. Right now, the Vettel's at danger. 16th. Lafferty finishes. He's out. He's out of Q1. Vettel saves himself. He comes at 8th. Brilliant driving from Sebastian Vettel. He saves himself. He's on to the top 15. Esteban Ocon, another driver at risk. Fernando Alonso, two Alpine drivers at risk. So let's see. Mick Schumacher also has an face. So Mazepin and Lafferty is out of Q1. Fernando Alonso, let's see. Fernando Alonso, has he got his time? Oh, what has happened? Let's see. Fernando Alonso still going. Um, him is he or is it Ocon who's going to be eliminated? It seems Fernando Alonso is out. Alonso is out of Q1. That's the latest news. And Lance Stroll obviously. So yes. So checkered flag done for Q1. Drivers who are eliminated. Biggest shock, Fernando Alonso is eliminated from Q1. Big shock here. Lafferty obviously at 17, as usual from these Williams drivers. Mick Schumacher at 18th. The Haas drivers haven't been doing well so far in this season, so that's obvious that they are eliminated. Mazepin comes at 19th, and shockingly, Stroll is out due to a crash. Anyways, if he qualifies to Q2, he has to get a 5 grid penalty, I think, from his engine failures. So Q1 is done. Biggest shock, I think, is Alonso being eliminated from Q1. Alonso was doing well with Alpine in the recent races, but he's out of Q1. Stroll is another surprise being in Q1, but obviously he couldn't race much after the crash. He was out. Others are not a surprise for me. They've been struggling anyways this season, especially these three drivers, Lafferty, Mazepin, and Mick Schumacher. Yeah. Biggest news: Fernando Alonso is out of contention of qualifying for Q2 or Q3. He's out in Q1 and starts on the grid at position 16 for tomorrow for F1 unless other drivers are having penalties. So that's the news. He won't be in contention for Q2 or Q3. And by the way, Bottas finishes first, Charles Leclerc second, Max Verstappen third. Yeah, and Hamilton finishes sixth. So that's the update for Q1. We'll take a short break before coming back to Q2. So I'm back, guys. Q2 is about to start. Um, yes, Q2 has already started. Yeah, Q2 has started. So please, anyone who's going to watch this upload, please like the video. Please share it amongst your friends. We'll be doing more F1 videos coming up. Obviously, the race is tomorrow. So yeah, Q2 session has started. Let's see who's going first. Everyone's switching to medium tires now. So the track must have slowed down a bit. I don't know. Everyone's switching to medium tires, obviously saving the soft tires for the race. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, yeah, he's also gone for medium. Everyone's going for medium to save, I think, the soft tires for the race, because I think they have only two or three pairs of tires for the soft, two or three, so they have to save those for the race. So everyone's switching to medium. Things are going to be interesting for Q2. Let's see who's the first driver who's going to go on the field. It seems like the two Red Bull drivers and Ferrari as well. So Miss Verstappen and Perez going on the track. Ferrari also, I see one driver. Let's see how they do. So updates: Q1 drivers were eliminated: Fernando Alonso, Nicolas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Nicolas Mazepin, and Lance Stroll, who's the biggest surprise. Vettel saves himself, goes to number 8. And yes, Q2 starts. We have three drivers who are on their formation step, their starting lap before they actually do their lap. So their formation lap. So let's see how it goes. We hit the 1 hour mark, guys. Anyone who's It's 2 a.m. here in Sri Lanka. So please, because of my dedication, please, guys, tell your friends and please tell them to subscribe to the Sports Breakdown. If you're a new viewer here, please do it. Yeah. So I think this is Verstappen. Let's see what's happening. Seems like the two, okay, three drivers have gone for. Let's see how the tires updates here. Everyone's gone for medium except for Russell, and everyone's gone for medium. Here comes Sergio Perez. He started. He started his lap. Let's see how it goes. Speed track kilometers per hour 337 kilometers per hour. Nice first turn over there. Everyone on medium. Max Verstappen also starts. So let's see if they get a timing. Sergio Perez gets 1 minute 17 seconds and 55 milliseconds. His first good turn over there from Sergio Perez without any trouble. Going through full speed. Nice flow on the car from Sergio Perez, knowing exactly what he has to do. Going through turn 11 very comfortably. A good lap. Nice turn over there off turn 12. Then goes through turn 13. The zigzag he gets loses a bit of time off turn 15, but a good lap overall from Sergio Perez as he gets a timing of 1 minute 17 seconds and 55 milliseconds. Meanwhile, over here, several drivers have gone through. Lewis Hamilton second, meanwhile, only 16 seconds behind Max Verstappen. So that's interesting. Valtteri Bottas third. So two Mercedes in the top three right now. Sergio Perez has got a time, I think. Yeah, he's gone to fifth. And yeah, everyone's using medium tires. I think they need to use their spare soft tires for the race. Yeah, so that's why I think, yeah, that could be the reason. So here comes Ricardo. Daniel Ricardo from McLaren has won a race and has done well in 2021. Comes at number 8. He's actually six. Sorry, he's come at number six. I'm really really sorry. Yeah. So Ricardo at six. Good lap there from McLaren, and obviously Lando Norris. I think he's a bit behind. I think both Vettel and Norris went for a bit of a slow lap, and obviously they bounce back in the second lap when they go. Yeah. Right now Max Verstappen is leading. Yeah. Anyone, please give your comments, guys. Anyone's viewing, it will be a big boost. Yeah. So here comes Ocon, number 15. Sunoda. Sunoda goes to number 3. Good flying trap. He's the only one, I think, with soft tires. So that's interesting. Going to third. Interesting choice from Sunoda from Japan and Esteban Ocon. I think both these drivers are the only top 15 drivers who are going with soft tires. That's interesting. And Yuki Tsunoda goes to number 3 with the Alpha Tauri. So good lap from the Alpha Tauri driver. Alpha Tauri obviously sponsored by Red Bull. Actually, it's a junior team of Red Bull. Usually, Red Bull is the team that competes better than Alpha Tauri. Alpha Tauri was previously known as Toro Rosso. Okay, good turn there from Carlos Sainz. Let's see how he goes. Good turn 16, turn 17. Let's see how he performs. Let's see. Good. He goes to number 8. Not impressive for a Ferrari, but a bit behind from his teammate. 7 seconds remaining. Yeah. For the checkered flag. Valerie Bottas comes again. 0.381 seconds behind Max Verstappen with 7 minutes to go. Okay, Williams driver. Who's this? Right now, Vettel seems to be last. Elimination zone here. Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, and Sebastian Vettel. So yes, yes. So far, Max Verstappen has is the leader once again in Q2. Everyone coming to the pit stop and taking a rest before going for one last lap or two laps before Q2 ends. Obviously, checking out their parts, the engine, obviously, giving the driver rest, checking on the tire temperature, and obviously cooling down those tires before going back, and obviously giving tactics or advice to the drivers. is what they do usually in a pit stop in qualifying usually. So yes, I think everyone's in the pits. Let's see the drivers who are on the track right now. Even Lewis Hamilton on the pits. Yeah, obviously they check on the tires, try to cool it down before sending Hamilton back on the track. Yeah, and obviously giving the drivers the chance to see what's happening in the race with the monitor. Yeah, so that's what usually happens during a pit stop. And Carlos Sainz has gone back to the pits. Yeah, Carlos Sainz is going back on the track. So 4 minutes remaining. So this could be one final lap for all these drivers. Yeah, right now for five drivers who are in danger: Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, and Sebastian Vettel. Right now, Max Verstappen is leading Q2 and is going with soft tires alongside Tsunoda and Esteban Ocon with soft tires. Tomorrow's race is going to be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Very interesting track, very interesting race. Mexican Grand Prix, especially the local boy Sergio Perez also up in grabs. So Q3 is going to be very interesting also. Let's see if Perez can be in the top three or even in pole position for the first time in the Mexican Grand Prix. Being in the better team, obviously Red Bull, big chance for him to qualifying a pole position this time. So let's see. Right now, only 2 minutes remaining on the clock. I think only one lap remaining. One lap they all can go for. Okay. Good start from Carlos Sainz. Let's see how his sector one is. Turn three. Yeah, this is not good. I think 2 seconds behind. No, that's not good from Sainz. Sector one itself is poor. 2 minutes remaining. Most of these drivers are out lap before they start. 2 minutes to go. We're doing the race tomorrow, obviously. Norris not going. Norris is doing his last lap or one before last. I don't know. Let's see. Good flying lap. Good flying lap from Norris. Let's focus back. Vettel's also going for his first lap. Potentially could be the last because 1 minute remaining. Okay, 1 minute remaining. Yeah, this could be the last lap for Norris, Ocon. Vettel. Meanwhile, sector two. Let's see. Let's see how he goes. He can go for one more lap. Good. comes at number 11. Okay, not enough. Not enough. Norris is at risk. Norris is at risk at number 10. Gasly goes at number 5. Current conditions, air temperature 22. Track temperature is 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, here who has blown up here is a Alfa Romeo car. Yellow flag, sector 1. Green flag once again. Again yellow flag. Okay, this is a big problem. So yellow flag and track is clear. Okay, once again track is clear. Okay, let's see how it goes. Sunoda finishes at number 3. I think he secured Q3. Lando Norris is at big risk of getting eliminated. So let's see how it goes. George Russell. Okay, Giovanni and Ocon do not finish. Even Russell do not finish in Q3. They are eliminated from Q2. So we have Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen left. Verstappen finishes second. Sunoda finishes third. Lewis Hamilton right now first. Okay, he blows up. That's a wrong turn over there. Let's see. Oh, Giovanni. Oh God. He immediately changed his gear all of a sudden, and he's out of contention. Vettel also finishes, and he doesn't qualify as well. Lando Norris somehow qualifies, or Kimi Raikkonen is left for checkered flag. Kimi Raikkonen, I think. Yeah. Q2 elimination zone. I think Raikkonen is eliminated. Yeah. So no Vettel again finishes at number 11. Yeah. So Q2 drivers who are eliminated: Vettel, Raikkonen, Russell, Giovanni, and Ocon. Yes. QT3 starting very soon. Until then, we'll take another small break and we'll come. Checkered flag for Q2 and we'll take a break. Q3 is about to start. 12 minutes on the clock. So as you can see, Q2 drivers who eliminated Vettel, Raikkonen, Russell, Giovanni, and Ocon. And Lewis Hamilton finished first in the points table. I mean the driving this thing in Q2. Hamilton, Verstappen, Sunoda, Bottas, Gasly. They were the top five. Last session, very very important session. Q3. Q3 is about to begin. Very important session. Determines the pole, second and third position on the grid for tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Is it going to be Verstappen? Is it going to be Hamilton? Or is it going to be any other driver? Q3 is about to begin and very exciting. Q3, first time we are ever doing 40 seconds on the clock. Thank you once again to Star Sports Select HD2 and Sky Sports F1 for broadcasting this Formula One race in Mexico and for all of us to watch, and to all the other channels as well. So a few more seconds for Q3 to start and the most exciting session to start. So let's see how it goes. And tomorrow, obviously, is the race, which we are all excited about. First time we are ever doing a race on the sports breakdown. So yeah, things are looking good. Q3 is about to begin. I think it started. Q3 started. So Q3 started. So that's the news. Sorry guys, I'm a bit stuck. Let's see what's happening. Guys, give me a second. We have Q3 started. Okay, something's wrong. So right now, I think we are 9 minutes here. No one has gone on the track yet. Alpha Tauris have come on the line as screen. And yes, who's going to grab Paul? That's the interesting choice today. 8 minutes be remaining. Who's going to grab Paul? Who's going to grab Paul? Hamilton, Max Verstappen. Let's see. Right now, no one's got a timing yet. Pierre Gasly has got a timing 1 minute 16 seconds and 504 milliseconds. Sergio Perez goes top. Okay, now Ricardo, Gasly, and Perez have got a timing. Yeah. So Max Verstappen goes first, but still we haven't seen the two Mercedes drivers right now. So yeah, who goes first? Valtteri Bottas goes top. Valtteri Bottas right now is on the top. Yeah. So Valtteri Bottas is top. How many minutes? 6 minutes remaining, and Bottas at the moment is in the top. Yes. So we'll just give the timings of the top three. This is the latest update. Bottas at pole position. Bottas at pole position with 6 minutes remaining in Q3. Hamilton second and Verstappen third on the grid. Once again, the latest update. Bottas at pole position with 6 minutes remaining in Q3. Actually, I think it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes 30 seconds. Bottas. Okay, what is Norris doing there? Going off field and coming back. Norris right now 10th and 20-second gap between him and Valtteri Bottas. Sunoda at number 9, Sainz at number 8, Ricardo at number 7, 6 is Leclerc. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Okay, drivers are going back to the pits. Bottas goes back to the pit. Hamilton goes back to the pit. Leclerc goes back to the pit. Perez also goes back to the pit. We are nearing 1 hour 30 minutes, but the race is going to end also. I mean, not the race, the qualifying sessions. Verstappen has reported his tires are sliding a lot, especially on the rears. And yeah, that's the updates. And they want to get the Pirelli soft tires into good working window to start ahead of their rivals tomorrow. So that's the update from Red Bull Racing. Right now, Valtteri Bottas is leading Hamilton by 0.145 seconds, which is a big gap. Not a big gap, but it's a good opening from Bottas at the beginning, yes. But things at the end only get interesting. The last 2 minutes get very interesting in a qualifying session. Yeah, and obviously race tomorrow. Let's see if Hamilton can get another pole position. I think it's going to be his 101st pole position, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just go through Lewis Hamilton's. Yeah, 101 pole positions meanwhile. Lewis Hamilton. My God, see the records. Lewis Hamilton is breaking every single record needed for Formula One. Here you can see here Lewis Hamilton 101 pole positions in 284 entries. Sebastian Vettel, who's still active, 57 poles. Lewis Hamilton 101, so much ahead than Michael Schumacher, obviously seven-time champion, 68 poles. Fernando Alonso, third active driver, 22 pole positions. We have Kimi Raikkonen with 18, Valtteri Bottas also with 18, both of them. Potentially Valtteri Bottas getting his 19th today. And yeah, so here's the update. Think you guys cannot see here. I zoomed it for you guys to see 101 poles for Lewis Hamilton. Sebastian Vettel with 57 on fourth all time. This is the all time list, by the way. All time. Yeah. So yes, we'll go through. So you saw the banner. I think 3 minutes remaining. Gasly, Leclerc, Ricardo, Sainz, Sunoda, and Norris are on their out lap. And this is where things get interesting. The last 2 minutes of F1. Sorry, not F1, of the F1 qualifying stages. Yeah. So 2 minutes only remaining. Anything can happen. Yeah. 2 minutes remaining. It's very early in the morning. 2:54 a.m. in Sri Lanka and in India. And yes, it was a bit of a delay due to Lance Stroll's incident. Otherwise, we could have ended earlier. 2 minutes left. All on their out laps. Let's see how they do. Gonna be interesting. I hope it's going to be interesting. Okay, 33 seconds remaining. Here it says I'm a bit behind compared the time. Yeah, bit behind. 10 seconds for checkered flag. So let's see. Checkered flag for Q3 is coming up. Okay, Verstappen, I think, starts his last lap. Perez starts his last lap. So this could potentially be the last checkered flag over here for Q3. Right now, Valtteri Bottas first, Hamilton second, Verstappen third, Perez fourth, Gasly fifth. Checkered flag for Q3. So let's see. Let's see who's doing well. Bottas just started his first sector. Perez onto his second sector. Same with Verstappen. Turn 8, turn 9. Okay, he went off the track a bit. Perez. Oh, who is this? Disaster, disaster, disaster. I think this is the end. I think, who is this? Oh my God, Sergio Perez. What have you done? Okay, I think who I big problem, big problem. Perez out. Perez can't get a new timing. Okay, there's a big disaster for the Mexican. Yeah, Verstappen finishes at third. Sainz finishes at sixth. Norris finishes at 10th. Bottas, let's see how Bottas does. He's the pole. Bottas flying, gets a bit of the Okay, he doesn't improve his timing. He finishes at pole right now. Let's see, Hamilton finishes at second, so potentially Bottas could finish at pole positions. We still have Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Sunoda to come. But right now it's 1-2 to Mercedes, and I think this is the end. I think Valtteri Bottas finishes at top. Yes. So I think Bottas finishes at pole position. Disaster for Sergio Perez. Really, really bad. So right now, Bottas finishes at pole. Hamilton second. Very close over there, but still not enough. And Verstappen finishes third. The home boy finishes fourth. Very unfortunate over there, that incident. So this is the latest update. Bottas getting his 19th pole position, timing of 1 minute 15 seconds 875. Hamilton second with plus 0.45 seconds ahead, and Verstappen third. Disaster for the homeboy. Perez couldn't finish his last lap, and Valtteri Bottas does finish on pole. Let's see, as Bottas is getting out of his car. Hamilton comes second. He comes also out of his car. So let's see. Well done to Valtteri Bottas. His 19th pole position goes ahead of his fellow friend and fellow countryman Kimi Raikkonen. So good job for Mercedes. 1-2 for tomorrow. Yes, there we see Bottas celebrating in front of the Mexican fans. And a bit disappointing for Sergio Perez walking off the track, and also Max Verstappen. But Valtteri Bottas celebrates, and both Hamilton and Bottas hugs. Obviously, this is the last season for Valtteri Bottas before he leaves to Alfa Romeo next season. So this concludes the end. I think this is the end of the session. Yes, obviously, good handshake and good sportsmanship from Hamilton over there. Obviously, hugging and congratulating Bottas on yet another pole position. So well done to Bottas. Yes, I think this is it. This is it from the sports breakdown. So we'll end it. As you can see, Bottas finishes at pole position, Hamilton second, and Verstappen third. So we'll come back tomorrow at 12:15 AM IST for the race of the Mexican Grand Prix 2021. Till then, please subscribe to the Sports Breakdown. Please click the notification bell on. And Valtteri Bottas just clinched his 19th pole position, and we are up for an exciting race tomorrow. Mercedes dominate 1-2. When Red Bull was doing very well in the Red Bull Racing was doing very well in the practice sessions, Mercedes dominate and they come on top. Mercedes 1-2 for tomorrow on the grid. Verstappen comes third and Sergio Perez comes fourth. So Mercedes 1-2, Red Bull 3-4, and this is it. And thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe to the Sports Breakdown. Please click the notification bell on, and we'll see tomorrow for the post-match analysis of the ICC 2020 World Cup between Australia versus West Indies and England versus South Africa in the afternoon. Till then, goodbye, guys, and have a good morning. Good morning from the Sports Breakdown. It's early morning here in Sri Lanka, India. So wherever the zone is, yeah. So goodbye, guys.